Good evening, students. So, welcome to your video classes again after your first term examination. So, the chapter which we are going to do, it is the Quit India movement. Already I have sent you the syllabus, the revised syllabus, the reduced syllabus of the history, and we will be doing only those topics, only those subheads which are in the syllabus. So, Quit India movement, by Quit India movement, we mean that quit, to leave the country. Now, what it means? The All India Congress Committee set up, they met at Bombay and they passed the Quit India resolution. Under the Quit India resolution, under the leadership of Gandhiji, the demand was forward that they want immediate and complete independence. And they declared the decision that if they will not get the immediate independence, then slogan was given by Gandhiji to do or die. Clear? And in a simple terms, we can say that Quit India movement means a movement which was started by the Indians in order to throw the Britishers out from the country or to ask them to leave the country as soon as possible. Before the Congress could start this movement, the government stuck very hard, and many of the Congress leaders, they were arrested and they were sent to unknown destinations. Nobody was knowing that where they were sent. So all over the countries there was strikes, demonstration, lathi charge, fired upon. People attacked the symbols of British authorities like police station, post offices, railway stations, etc. And British authorities disappeared in parts of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, etc. So these were the some of the prominent leaders: Jayaprakash Narayan, Ram Manohar Loria, Aruna Asif Ali, and Nana Patil. These were the some of the prominent leaders, those who were working behind this movement. They kept the movement alive despite government has taken number of measures. So Quit India movement was started. Then there was a few causes that why the Quit India movement it was started. So Cripps mission with the Japanese army, as we know that Japanese army, they were moving towards India in order to get or you can say that they were moving towards India. They want to attack India in order to curb the powers of the Britishers. So during that time when they were advancing towards the India, Britishers they took a very necessary step that we have to break the political deadlock in the country, because all the leaders, they were against the Britishers. As Gandhiji has already forwarded his demand, but his demand was not accepted by the Britishers. So Churchill, he announced that Sir Stephen Cripps, he is a member of the War Cabinet, he will go to India and he will consult the members of Congress over there with the certain proposals. So certain proposals which was given by Cripps mission, it was that India will be given a dominant status, but when war will be over, then a constituent assembly would be set up, and it will consist of the members elected by the lower house of the Indian legislative and representatives of the princely states. There would be a federation of British India and Indian states. The provinces would be free to join the Indian Union. Okay, an undertaking would be negotiated between His Majestic government. Provision would be made for the protection of the racial and the religious minorities. Clear? So these were some of the proposals of the Cripps mission. But this Cripps mission, it failed, because almost all the parties and sections of the people, they rejected the proposal on the following grounds. The reason: Cripps mission did not bring with it promise of independence. They told that dominant status will be given, but complete independence will not be given. The plan, it involved the partition of the country. The League proposed the creation of a single union, and they will not grant the right of self-determination to the Muslims. So they were not happy with their decision. Then the Hindu Mahasabha rejected the proposal because it feared the partition of the country. Then Sikhs, Anglo-Indians, Indian Christians, they did not find their interest safeguard in the hands of the Britishers. Then the people of the princely state has no right to send their representative to these constitution making bodies. The Congress was opposed to the principle of non-accession of the provinces. Then Congress wanted that all subjects, including defense, should be handed over to the national government. So, due to these reasons, the proposals of the Sir Stephen Cripps mission, it was rejected, or we can say that the Cripps mission failed on the basis of these ground. Now, Japanese threat, the war situation was discouraging in 1942. The Japanese army already attacked Burma and they were marching towards the Assam. So Gandhiji observed that the presence of the Britishers in India is an invitation to Japan. So why Japan was going to invade India? Because Britishers, they were ruling over India. So the Indian leaders were anxious to save their countries from the Japanese invasion, but their slavery was a hindrance. So therefore, Gandhiji and other leaders, they were convinced that this situation called for complete independence from the British immediately. So in order to save the India from the Japanese threat, Gandhiji gave a proposal that they want a complete independence. Clear? So the failure of the Cripps mission left no further meeting ground between the British government and the Congress, because they did not accept the Cripps mission proposals. So no other way was left. Mahatma Gandhi felt that the British presence in India, it is an invitation to the Japanese. So they asked the Britishers to leave the India as soon as possible. So they adopted a resolution which was known as a Quit India resolution, and the resolution stated British rule in India must end immediately. So these were the Quit India movement, then Cripps mission, Quit India resolutions, Japanese threat, and the last topic of this chapter is the impact of the Quit India movement. So though Quit India movement was not successful, but it has a great impact. Like the Quit India movement was in fact short-lived, okay, but it created the nationalist feeling among the people. It created the feeling of sacrification among the people. Then it was evidence that Britishers, they will not be able to live in India for a longer period of time. Then it was a mass uprising. Almost all the sections of the societies, they have participated in this Quit India movement. It strengthened the Congress and many leaders, those who participated, people, they joined hand with them. After the suppression of the Quit India movement, the constitutional question remains dormant. Means for some time it was no discussion was made on that. After the suppression of the Quit India movement, there was hardly any political activity inside the country till the war ended, and the leaders of the national movement were in jail, and no leader arose to take their place to give a new leg to the country. So no doubt that many of the leaders, they were, after the Quit India movement, when it was started, many leaders, they were arrested and they were in the jail. Most prominent leaders, they were jailed. There was no other one who can carry on this movement further. So for some time this movement was suppressed by the Britishers. So beyond, but though no such movements were taking place in the country, but in the outside the country frontier, it was taken by Indian National Army, whose head was Subhash Chandra Bose. In the next chapter we will be studying about the forward bloc and the Indian National Army.